or upload it on your own social media handle with the hashtag #NationFirst. We'll take some of your videos on air and the sharpest responses will get limited edition Republic merchandise from us with a surprise. Half-truths and half-baked facts have been the defining nature of the digital news media ecosystem in India. Agenda-driven cabals masquerading as journalists for decades who spend more time in crafted narrative building against the nation than contribute an iota of journalism. Foreign-funded outfits with interests that go against everything that India stands for. It's time for all of it to change, and it shall. This July, it's digital first, nation first, republic first.
For too long, there's been a free run for those who want to create a narrative against India in the Thank you for joining us on the biggest story tonight. There's been a huge political controversy over the 2021 Gandhi Peace Prize that was awarded to the Gita Press, a 100-year-old institution by itself based in Gorakhpur, Uttar Pradesh. The Gita Press for the last 100 years has been working towards peace and ensuring that through spirituality and through the books that they published, they unite all sections of society. Now, the Congress party has criticized the move. The award itself was decided by a jury presided by the Prime Minister, the leader of opposition, Kharge included, and the CJI. There's a huge controversy over it, and that's our focus. Here are the headlines. The Vadra Congress taking an anti-Hindu line on the Gita Press. There are many in the Congress party, especially leaders based in Uttar Pradesh, who feel that there is going to be a huge backlash over their party's position on the Gita Press controversy. Gita Press speaks to Republic, says keep us away from politics. They say we will accept the prize, but we don't want any cash money. Countdown to the Prime Minister's first state visit to the US. Nitish Kumar's ally Manji withdraws support to the JDU. There is all possibility of him heading back to the NDA. Bengal governor setting up a control room amid the violence, calls it a peace room. There's big controversy over it. The BJP and the Trinamool Congress facing off. Anthony Blinken meets Xi Jinping amid frosty ties, hinting at some sort of a thaw between those two countries. Starting with the biggest controversy of the day, the Gita Press controversy, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has responded a few minutes back, hitting out at the Congress party for Hindu hatred, he says. The BJP is saying that the Congress party's Hindu hatred is emerging while questioning the Gita Press winning the Gandhi Peace Prize award. Let's play out what Yogi Adityanath has just said.
सनातन हिंदू धर्म जो सबके कल्याण की बात करता है, पूरी दुनिया को एक परिवार के रूप में मानता है, उसके प्रकाशन के प्रमुख केंद्र को गांधी पीस प्राइज मिलना, यह अपने आप में जहां गौरव की बात है, वहीं प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के प्रति आभार व्यक्त करते हुए मैं गीता प्रेस को इसके लिए हृदय से बधाई देता हूं। लेकिन भाइयों बहनों, जिन लोगों को अपनी विरासत पर गौरव की अनुभूति नहीं होता, जो लोग अपने आप को एक्सीडेंटल हिंदू कहते थे, उनके वर्तमान वंशज भी गीता प्रेस को मिले इस सम्मान को नहीं पचा पा रहे हैं। यानी उनको लगता है कि गीता प्रेस को यह सम्मान क्यों दे दिया गया, क्योंकि गीता प्रेस को मिला यह सम्मान सनातन हिंदू धर्म के प्रति अनुराग रखने वाले दुनिया के 100 करोड़ हिंदुओं का सम्मान है, और इसको आज कांग्रेस बचा नहीं पा रही है। कल कांग्रेस के प्रवक्ता के बयान को मैं देख रहा था और मुझे बड़ी निराशा हो रही थी कि जो कांग्रेस अपने आप को देश के सबसे पुराने दल के रूप में स्थापित करने की बात करती है, उस कांग्रेस के लोग भारत की विरासत के प्रति इतना गंदा रवैया रखते हो, इससे बड़ी निर्लज्जता की बात दूसरी नहीं हो सकती है। और इसीलिए आज के इस अवसर पर मैं आप सबका आह्वान करूंगा कि हमें अपने गौरवशाली विरासत पर सदैव गर्व करना चाहिए।
गीता प्रेस अपने 100 वसंत देख चुका और इस शताब्दी वर्ष का शुभारंभ हम लोगों ने बड़े उत्साह से मनाया था। 4 जून 2022 को इस शताब्दी वर्ष के शुभारंभ के समय तत्कालीन राष्ट्रपति माननीय श्री रामनाथ जी कोविंद जी आए थे और उन्होंने जो प्रेरणादायक बातें कहीं वो आज भी सुन करके रोमांच हो जाता है। शताब्दी वर्ष के समापन के समय हम लोगों ने आमंत्रित किया था प्रधानमंत्री माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी को। आचार संहिता के कारण से वो नहीं आ सके, उस समय कॉरपोरेशन का चुनाव चल रहा था। आगे हम लोगों ने पत्र उनको लिखा है कि आप अपनी सुविधा के अनुसार जब भी कोई समय देंगे तो उस समय हम लोग एक दिव्य और भव्य कार्यक्रम आयोजित करेंगे, वो उनके सम्मान में भी होगा और गीता प्रेस के शताब्दी वर्ष के समापन के अवसर का भी होगा।
महात्मा गांधी के अहिंसक तौर पर देखा जाए तो अहिंसक और अन्य गांधीवादी तरीकों से सामाजिक आर्थिक रूप से उत्कृष्ट करने को लेकर ये पुरस्कार दिया जा रहा है, लेकिन कांग्रेस पार्टी इसको नहीं पचा पा रही है। कांग्रेस पार्टी को अच्छा नहीं लग रहा। उनका ये कहना है कि ये जो पुरस्कार दिया जा रहा है, सम्मान जो दिया जा रहा है, ये गोडसे और सावरकर को सम्मानित करने जैसा।
देखिए, हम किसी राजनीतिक पार्टी पर कोई कमेंट नहीं करते हैं। हमारे यहाँ का ये सिद्धांत नहीं है और हम जो कर रहे हैं हम वही करते रहेंगे। और इसका उत्तर तो जो कमेटी है, जिन लोगों ने पुरस्कार दिया है, जिन लोगों ने गीता प्रेस का नाम चयनित किया है, इसका उत्तर तो वही लोग दे सकते हैं।
100 वर्ष पूरा होने वाला है, ऐसे में कोई कार्यक्रम का भी आयोजन होने वाला है। प्रधानमंत्री मोदी के भी आने की बात की जा रही है। क्या कहाँ तक बातचीत पहुँची और कब ये कार्यक्रम होगा?
अब देखिए, कार्यक्रम उनके ऊपर है, उनको जब भी समय मिलता है उनके आने पर हम लोग एक दिव्य और भव्य कार्यक्रम आयोजित करने की योजना बना चुके हैं। अब वो व्यस्त चुकी रहते हैं और माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी भी उनको एक पत्र लिखे हुए हैं गीता प्रेस में आने के लिए। तो जैसे भी कोई समय की सूचना हमको मिलती है वैसे हम लोग एक दिव्य और भव्य कार्यक्रम आयोजित करेंगे।
जो लोग इस पर सवाल उठा रहे हैं, लेकिन एक बात मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूँगा। 14 भाषाओं में 41 करोड़ से ज़्यादा जो है वो पुस्तकें छापी गई, जिसमें 16 करोड़, मुझे मेरी जो जानकारी है 16 करोड़ से ज़्यादा गीता की प्रति थी। तो इस पर थोड़ा प्रकाश डालें।
नहीं, जानकारी आप अपनी और करेक्ट कर लीजिए। हम अब तक कल्याण के मासिक पत्रिका को अगर जोड़ लेते हैं तो लगभग 93 करोड़ पुस्तकें प्रकाशित कर चुके हैं और इसमें लगभग 16 करोड़ के आसपास हमारी भगवत गीता भी है और हम 15 भाषाओं में छाप।
गीता प्रेस के संस्थापक ब्रह्मलीन जयदयाल जी गोविंद का, जिनका जीवन व्रत ही था सबका मंगल हो और गीता का प्रचार, इसी उद्देश्य से गीता प्रेस की स्थापना 1923 में हुई थी। 1926 में कल्याण पत्रिका, जो कि आज 97 वर्ष से निरंतर चल रही है, तो 1926 में जब कल्याण पत्रिका का पहला अंक प्रकाशित हुआ तो उसे लेकर हमारे आदि संपादक श्री हनुमान प्रसाद जी पोद्दार गांधी जी के पास गए थे। तो उन्होंने उसे देखकर पढ़कर बहुत उसकी प्रशंसा की एवं अपने 2 सुझाव दिए। सुझाव वो ये थे कि आप इस पत्रिका में कभी भी कोई विज्ञापन न लेवें एवं कोई समालोचना का स्तंभ न करें। तो उनके सुझाव को आज तक गीता प्रेस 97 वर्षों से निरंतर मानकर उसी पथ पर अग्रसर है और किसी भी प्रकार की समालोचना या विज्ञापन आप हमारी किसी भी पुस्तक में नहीं देखेंगे। और गीता प्रेस आज नो प्रॉफिट नो लॉस के आधार पर जन जन तक आध्यात्मिक ग्रंथ पहुंचाने का कार्य कर रहा है, जो लगभग 1800 तरह की पुस्तकें छाप रहा है और 15 भाषाओं में इनका प्रकाशन हो रहा है। यहाँ गोरखपुर से ही सभी जगह का कार्य सुचारू रूप से चल रहा है और इसी उद्देश्य को देखते हुए, गीता प्रेस के कार्य को देखते हुए हमारे प्रधान सेवक माननीय मोदी जी ने गीता प्रेस का चयन इस पुरस्कार के लिए कहा है। ये उनकी दूरदृष्टि एवं सारे सनातन समाज को, सारे सनातन समाज के जो हमारे पाठक हैं, गीता प्रेस के जो पाठक हैं, उनके प्रति सम्मान व्यक्त करते।
एक सवाल है सर मेरा कि गांधी जी की नीतियों पर चलते हुए गीता प्रेस ने 100 वर्ष पूरे किए, गांधी शांति पुरस्कार मिल रहा है, लेकिन कांग्रेस को ये बात नहीं पच रही है। जयराम रमेश ने कहा कि ये पुरस्कार और ये सम्मान देना गीता प्रेस को सावरकर को और गोडसे को पुरस्कारित करने जैसा है।
इस विषय में हम कोई भी टिप्पणी नहीं करेंगे, आदमी की अपनी अपनी सोच होती है, लेकिन गीता प्रेस जिस सिद्धांत पर चल रहा है, जिस सिद्धांत पर चलते हुए उसने 100 वर्षों का एक लंबा काल खंड बिताया है, उसी सिद्धांत पर आगे चलते रहने का उसका मन है और उसकी ट्रस्ट बोर्ड की ऐसी ही धारणा है। और जिस सिद्धांत पर हम चलते रहे हैं, आगे भी उसी पर चलते रहेंगे एवं इन विषयों पर हम किसी प्रकार की टिप्पणी करने से।
व्यक्तिगत रूप से आपसे पूछूं तो ऐसे लोगों के बारे में आप क्या कहिएगा, क्या आपकी निजी राय क्या है इस पर?
नहीं, हम जहाँ बैठे हैं वहाँ पर अपनी
Mr. Jairam Ramesh is not well versed with the history of India and especially the history of independence struggle. And in this struggle for independence, there was a group called Anushilan Sabha, of which Mr. Hanuman Prasad Podarji was a member, and they ran a newspaper called Kalyan. That newspaper ran the very first story against the untouchability. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Gandhiji also worked against untouchability. Now, by opposing a good job like Gita Press, which had provided people with a sense of belief and pride during those dark ages and those dark times, by making the stories about our religion, our value system, our ethos at a little inexpensive price to masses, was the job done by Gita Press. And this was also a cause for people to join in and have pride and sense of dignity in them while fighting for the independence of India.
देखिए, बीजेपी चाहती है कि कांग्रेस एक हिंदू विरोधी पार्टी घोषित हो जाए। जो बीजेपी चाहती है, कांग्रेस पार्टी में कुछ ऐसे नेता आ गए हैं जो वही काम कर रहे हैं। गीता प्रेस का विरोध करना हिंदू विरोधी मानसिकता की पराकाष्ठा है। गीता प्रेस कोई भाजपा थोड़ी है। गीता प्रेस की स्थापना 1923 में हुई, लगभग 100 साल पहले। तब बीजेपी का जन्म भी नहीं हुआ था। गीता प्रेस ने 100 करोड़ से ज्यादा पुस्तकें छापी हैं। हर एक हिंदू के घर में गीता प्रेस की किताब है। ऐसे में गीता प्रेस के खिलाफ कुछ भी कहना वो हिंदुओं की भावनाओं को आहत करने जैसा है। ये ठीक नहीं है और मुझे नहीं लगता कि जिम्मेदार पदों पर बैठे हुए नेताओं को इस तरह की बयानबाजी करनी चाहिए। और मैं पूरे यकीन के साथ कह सकता हूं कि कांग्रेस का जो शीर्ष नेतृत्व है वो इस तरह की बयानबाजी से सहमत नहीं हो सकता है।
Moving on to a big story from Bengal. Since the notification of the Panchayat elections on the 8th of June, 7 political workers have been killed in the state of West Bengal. And the governor of Bengal, C.V. Ananda Bose, has set up a control room at the Rajya in a bid to ensure that prompt action against any complaints of violence are taken. Here's a Republic exclusive report filed by the Republic Bangla team. The governor also spoke to the Republic Bangla team.
Right now, I'm standing in the corridors of Kolkata Raj Bhavan. Kolkata Raj Bhavan was established in 1803. And since the time of British Empire, Kolkata Raj Bhavan has witnessed many tales. But right now, in 2023, this Raj Bhavan is witnessing one of the unprecedented incidents in election times. The people who are dead, the family members and the victims, they can lodge their complaints, and Governor himself is going to monitor the entire situation. Governor himself is going to register all the complaints by all the parties and all the opposition members. This is the way Governor is trying to restore democracy in West Bengal. Republic Bangla and Republic Network has got exclusive access to see how the control room is functioning in Kolkata Raj Bhavan. The governor of West Bengal has started a peace room or a control room in Bengal, and this is the control room in Raj Bhavan, Kolkata Raj Bhavan, where anyone who is affected, anyone who is a victim of violence, anyone who has been stopped from filing their nomination or are being threatened by the ruling party or the opposition party can file their nomination or can lodge a complaint. Anyone here can lodge their complaint, whether it's from Trinamool, whether it's from Congress, ISF, CPM or BJP. Anyone, I repeat, can lodge their complaint through the governor's helpline numbers that Governor of West Bengal, the Raj Bhavan, has opened out. I have right now the members of Raj Bhavan here, and you can see this room. It's a very small room. On a Sunday evening, people are walking here. There are mails where mails are also being accessed. I have Mr. Sandeep Rajput with me here, from the representative of the Raj Bhavan. Mr. Rajput, how many phone calls and mails are you getting?
अभी तक हम अपने पीस की आधी रात से 12 बजे से फंक्शनल है, तब से करीब 200 फोन कॉल्स आ चुके हैं एंड मोर देन आई थिंक आफ्टर शुभनम 250 आसो ईमेल्स आप देख सकते हैं. हजरत सबकी समस्याएं कुछ है, कुछ किसी को दिक्कत आ रही, नॉमिनेशन नहीं फाइल हो पाया है, कोई हिंसा का शिकार है. टोटल 8 लोग हैं हमारी टीम में and directly monitored by Honorable Governor.
So we are getting many petitions each hour, and the work is continuously on.
Okay. So how many are attending to the petitions? How many of the staff?
Sir, there are total 8, and it's in a shift of 24 hours. I mean, 8 people are working continuously for 24 hours.
So once somebody calls you,
yes,
how is the response from here? What do you tell them?
So we basically assure them that your grievances will be conveyed to the governor, sir, and solid steps and work will be done for you.
Have you created an exclusive email ID for them?
Yes, sir. We have created a grievance portal for the people to share their grievances and all the threats and everything that they are, the problems that they are facing.
Right now, we are with the Governor of West Bengal, Mr. C.V. Anand Bose.
You see, as the Governor of this great state, I am a custodian of the interests of the common man. This is a time when the people of Bengal, the ordinary citizen, is going to assert his will as the dispenser of India's destiny. The voter decides who should rule him. The Panchayat level elections, as you know, is a grassroots level election. It's very important that the interests of the common man is protected. The elections should be free and fair.
The Trinamool Congress is criticizing you. They're calling you partial. They're saying that you're buying your sunglasses, your coats with the government exchequer money.
I am partial. I will continue to be partial. I'll be 100% partial towards the common man. Criticism is always welcome, because critics are great teachers. I thank the critics and I request them to kindly keep on criticizing me in whichever manner they can. I had to go and understand the mind of the people. I could understand the mind of the people, then the action. I knew they want someone to whom they can freely approach, air their grievances, and there should be redressal of the grievances. That is why this peace room has been created.
Mr. CV Anando Bosh, Republic সঙ্গে কথা বলার জন্য. Thank you. It's a pleasure for me. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Nation first means no considerations apart from putting India first. Nation first at Republic means chasing this story and telling it as the facts tell you it is before the nation. Nation first is confrontation to dig out the truth and put it before the nation. Nation first means questioning and demanding accountability so as to uphold democracy. What does nation first mean to you? Send us your thoughts on video via WhatsApp on 73044343881 or upload it on your own social media handle with the hashtag NationFirst. We'll take some of your videos on air and the sharpest responses will get limited edition Republic merchandise from us with a surprise.
The Amity MBA has been ranked among India's top 10 for the last 6 years in the Times of India B-School Survey. Yet another top ranking after being ranked among India's top 10 by Economic Times and Business Today. To apply, visit amity.edu.
Nation First at Republic is simply about putting India first. It is about putting Indians first. It is about putting Indian interests first. It is also about putting Indian forces first. It is about putting the tricolor first. What does Nation First mean to you? Send us your thoughts on video via WhatsApp on 73044343881 or upload it on your social media handle with the hashtag Nation First. We'll take some of your videos on air and the sharpest responses will get limited edition Republic merchandise from us with a surprise.
For too long, there's been a free run for those who want to create a narrative against India in the digital universe. Now, the guise of journalism over all these years has been used to carefully build a narrative that goes against Indian interests. The facts are whitewashed, lies are projected to stitch up this so-called digital news ecosystem that is apologetic about the pride in our glorious Indianness. And it's time to put that digital media in its place and unleash the force of nationalism in the digital news space. And this July, it's time for disruption once again. This July, it's digital first, nation first, Republic first.
Nation first means no considerations apart from putting India first. Nation first at Republic means chasing this story and telling it as the facts tell you it is before the nation. Nation first is confrontation to dig out the truth and put it before the nation. Nation first means questioning and demanding accountability so as to uphold democracy. What does nation first mean to you? Send us your thoughts on video via WhatsApp on 73044343881 or upload it on your own social media handle with the hashtag NationFirst. We'll take some of your videos on air and the sharpest responses will get limited edition Republic merchandise from us with a surprise.
Nation First means celebrating everything that defines us as Indians. Nation First at Republic is about taking pride in every victory of India and coming together in every moment of strife so we pull through as one. And Nation First is raising the pitch on the campaigns on behalf of the people. Nation First is exposing injustice no matter the cost. And what does Nation First mean to you? Send us your thoughts on video via WhatsApp on, you know the number, 73044 34381. I'll repeat that, it's 73044 34381, or you can even upload it on your social media handle with the hashtag NationFirst. And we'll take some of those videos on air on Republic TV, and the sharpest responses from you, the viewer, will get limited edition Republic merchandise from us with a surprise.
Nation First at Republic is simply about putting India first. It is about putting Indians first. It is about putting Indian interests first. It is also about putting Indian forces first. It is about putting the tricolor first. What does Nation First mean to you? Send us your thoughts on video via WhatsApp on 730-4434-381 or upload it on your social media handle with the hashtag Nation First. We'll take some of your videos on air, and the sharpest responses will get limited edition Republic merchandise from us with a surprise.
For too long, there's been a free run for those who want to create a narrative. And getting in some breaking news ahead of the Prime Minister's visit to America. One of the big deals on the radar, in the pipeline when the Prime Minister visits the US, is the deal with GE. Ahead of the Prime Minister's visit, the US administration giving final push to regulatory approvals. Getting in news now that the Department of Commerce, Department of Defense, that is the State Department, complete the respective documentary work at their end. The approvals to travel will now travel to the US Congress. The Senate Foreign Relations and Defense Committees are being notified on this deal, and all approvals are in place for the MOU to be inked between GE and HAL for the jet engine deal. During the Prime Minister's visit, Abhishek Kapoor is on the phone line with us, joining us with more details. Abhishek, this is going to be a big one. All eyes on the jet deal between HAL and GE.
Absolutely, Niranjan. This is going to be the big one. This jet engine and this kind of transfer of technology to a non-ally. So remember, we don't have a defense treaty or agreement with the United States except for whatever little, business deals we have had in terms of buying some equipment or having military exercises. So we are not an ally of the U.S. in a military sense, and yet, and the United States has never done this before. So in that sense, it's sort of sharing of a crown jewel with a non-treaty a friend or a partner or an ally, and that's going to be the showcase of Prime Minister Modi's state visit to the US. And the decks getting cleared up. Information we are getting is that all paperwork, so to say, has been done by respective departments, and now it's going to be over to the Congress. But then everything in place for an MOU between GE and HAL when the Prime Minister is there.
Yes. Thank you, Abhishek, for joining us with those inputs. That's the big deal. Watching out for that deal as the Prime Minister makes a visit to America. He will land tomorrow night, 11:30 p.m. India time. And Republic TV will be live.
Vadra Congress takes open anti-Hindu line against Gita Press. Most open anti-Hindu attack before 2024. As Vadra Congress declared anti-Hindu line ahead of 2024 Arnab debates at 9 p.m.
Half-truths and half-baked facts have been the defining nature of the digital news media ecosystem in India. Agenda-driven cabals masquerading as journalists for decades, who spend more time in crafted narrative building against the nation than contribute an iota of journalism. Foreign-funded outfits with interests that go against everything that India stands for. It's time for all of it to change, and it shall. This July, it's digital first, nation first, republic first.
For too long, there's been a free run for those who want to create a narrative against India in the digital universe. Now, the guise of journalism over all these years has been used to carefully build a narrative that goes against Indian interests. The facts are whitewashed, lies are projected to stitch up this so-called digital news ecosystem that is apologetic about the pride in our glorious Indianness. And it's time to put that digital media in its place and unleash the force of nationalism in the digital news space. And this July, it's time for disruption once again. This July, it's digital first, nation first, republic first.
Republic has always stood for the nation. It has always prided in putting India first. But in the digital news ecosystem, in the way that it has functioned with impunity for decades, there are some and many who have done everything to oppose the nation, to go against Indian interests, to parrot an anti-India fake news narrative across the world through digital. It is time that we change it once and for all. So this July, it's digital first, nation first, republic first.
Nation first means no considerations apart from putting India first. Nation first at Republic means chasing the story and telling it as the facts tell you it is before the nation. Nation first is confrontation to dig out the truth and put it before the nation. Nation first means questioning and demanding accountability so as to uphold democracy. What does nation first mean to you? Send us your thoughts on video via WhatsApp on 73044343381 or upload it on your own social media handle with the hashtag #NationFirst. We'll take some of your videos on air and the sharpest responses will get limited edition Republic merchandise from us with a surprise.
Nation first means celebrating everything that defines us as Indians. Nation first at Republic is about taking pride in every victory of India and coming together in every moment of strife so we pull through as one. And Nation first is raising the pitch on the campaigns on behalf of the people. Nation first is exposing injustice no matter the cost. And what does Nation first mean to you? Send us your thoughts on video via WhatsApp on the number 73044343381. I'll repeat that, it's 73044343381, or you can even upload it on your social media handle with the hashtag #NationFirst. And we'll take some of those videos on air on Republic. Getting in some big breaking news now of the biggest ever aviation deal being signed as Indigo places an order. Indian airline Indigo placing an order for 500 Airbus A320 family aircraft, as the announcement has just been made by Airbus. This will also provide the airline further steady stream of deliveries between 2030 and 2035. The 500 planes order, the 500 aircraft order is not just Indigo's largest order, but also the largest ever single aircraft purchase by any airline with Airbus. So that's the big breaking news update now coming in. Once again, Indigo has confirmed that it's placing an order for 500 Airbus Neo family aircraft, which will be delivered to it between 2030 and 2035. It is a record order never heard before in civil aviation history, with the single biggest ever aviation deal in one go with Airbus. I repeat, this is the largest ever single aircraft purchase by any airline with Airbus, and this is a big breaking news update that is just coming. It's a huge landmark announcement that has just been made, and Airbus has just made that announcement with Indigo, saying that in fact, Airbus in its own words says Indigo deal is a landmark moment in aviation history, and that Airbus and Indigo have announced this specific deal for the A320 family aircraft. The deal will involve 500 planes And Indigo is saying that the Airbus aircraft will be delivered to it between 2030 and 2035. As of today, Indigo has about 60% market share of the civil aviation transport in India, and it is set to go bigger now. Indigo backlog, we are hearing, is now close to 1,000 aircraft from different agencies. These are details we're picking up. Let me go across to Sharmila, joining us live from the Republic World team. She tracks business very closely. Sharmila, how big is this deal, and what does it say about Indigo's growth story?
So, very recently we have heard that Indigo has bagged the 60% market share in Indian aviation. So it is plugged all the holes in Indian aviation and is currently holding a 60% market share. And today we get to hear that it's expanding its capacity. It has ordered 500 Airbus A320 aircraft, which is, it's sort of a history in the making, as we can see it happen. And, it already was an Airbus customer and secured orders for A330, A320 for the last couple of years. And with this 500 to its new, addition to its lineup of aircraft, this is going to be one of the biggest collections of aircraft in India when it comes to a private jet, private airline in India. And which is now, I think, going to now add up to about 1,330 aircraft in all. So that's a big jump for, as we can see, and it's getting bigger and bigger. The airline is sort of marching ahead with plans, and this is a very ambitious drive, as you see the news pouring from the Paris Air Show. So that's where Indigo stands, and we assume that there will be much more ambitious plans for them as they expand their worldwide operations.
Yes. Right. Thank you for joining us with those inputs, Sharmila. This is a big deal that has just been announced. One of the largest, if not the largest, aviation deal. Indigo set to get 500 neo planes between 2030 and 2035. Thank you for joining us, Sharmila, business lead of Republic World there, giving us the full details. Let's move on and get you some more breaking news now coming in. Some more breaking news updates that we are getting in right now. The Enforcement Directorate has launched a large-scale searches this evening on the network of hawala operators in Kerala, involved in hawala in the guise of forex dealership, gift shop business, textiles and gold business. It's a large racket of illegal forex dealers that's been unearthed, and this operation involved sending hawala to Gulf countries, to the US and Canada, and dumps of foreign currency. Indian currency was also reportedly found in secret vaults during searches, and some of these searches are still ongoing. It's a big crackdown in Kerala. We are picking up more details of the searches that are now underway in 15 locations. Once again, the details that we have with us right now: the Enforcement Directorate launching the large-scale searches in Kerala. At least 15 locations are being raided on hawala operations that were being conducted. Shawan with the full details. Shawan.
Well, in fact, Niranjan, this is a massive crackdown by the Enforcement Directorate. What we are picking up is that 15 locations in South Kerala where these searches are being carried out, and the target is the network of hawala operators in Karnataka. In fact, we are given to understand that the hawala operators in Kerala who have been conducting these operations, that too in the guise of forex dealership, gift shop businesses, textiles and gold business. So it does appear that several of these operations that are being carried out, at least on paper, it did appear like these were legal forex dealers, but it turns out that